I love that we're like, hi guys, we're sweethearts. I don't want a fist in my hole.
I feel like that is a sweetheart thing to not want.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't want a little fist at my butt.
Oh my God,
I'm
it's
just
so
a good
Midwestern of me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Sweethearts. It's another great day in the neighborhood. I'm Beth Stelling.
And I'm Mo Welch.
And we're so happy you're here listening to us or watching us. I hope you're having a good day, evening, morning, whatever you're up to. Maybe you're pushing a vacuum. Maybe you're pushing a lawnmower. Maybe you're pushing drugs.
Yeah, I was about to say, it feels like the 90s.
I'm fine with being stuck in the 90s. I got a mid-90s playlist kicking right now on Spotify.
Really?
Love me, say that you love me.
Should we start a band?
We actually already have the photos for it.
One of us sucks at singing.
On a magic carpet ride. You don't know. What else?
Kiss me
in the
trees and bushes. I have a superpower where I don't know. This is definitely a superpower where I don't remember any lyrics to any songs ever.
I bet you could finish some.
The only one I know is I'm a bitch.
I'm a
lover. I'm a child. I'm a mother. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint.
I do not feel the same.
Okay, maybe
I'm
I don't.
your
See,
hell,
that's how far I got.
I'm your dream. I'm nothing in between. You know you wouldn't have it any
okay, see.
Ooh, 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 ooh,
ooh. Lilith Fair, 96.
I would have liked to go to Lilith Fair, but I wasn't ready to come out.
Yes. I was mad that I missed like Mish Women's Fest. I feel like that was a thing that went on that was like super lesbian. So you don't even know what it is.
Mish Women's
It's like
Fest?
Michigan Women's Fest, and it was like maybe we could look it up. But
like
it's
the Indigo Girls.
Yeah, it's
I
like
love the Indigo Girls.
Anna DeFranco.
It's like super
tried
gay.
to get
That's
into
where
Ani,
you would
but-
go before there were any like dating apps and such, and you go camp with a bunch of lesbians and get like, I don't know, hypothermia.
Knock on a flap.
Yeah.
Anybody in here?
Hey, ladies.
You got room for another fist? Why would I say that?
It's funny that you said that and that I was going to like, I've got a match for a candle. Mine was so innocent.
Anybody got a light?
I've never been fisted. Should we start the episode that way?
Also, I'm so
It couldn't
anti-fisting. I
happen.
couldn't be more. To me, that's like also being like, and I am also against murder. Like, to me, it's like, obviously, why would I ever want an arm, a fist, or anything more than a finger or the circumference of a penis within me?
I'm not bragging. There's no way a fist could fit.
Me neither.
There's no way.
I'm trying to even think about it right now, and I'm upset.
Yeah.
It's like getting shish kebabs.
In no way am I like, that's going to feel good.
It's not something to brag about.
Like, would you really want like a dildo with knuckles on top of it inside of you?
No, and I'm not shaming anybody. I'm just saying.
I am.
I don't mean it like, not to brag about it. I mean, if you want to brag about how much stuff you can fit up your hoot, go for it. I just mean, what are you proud of?
Well, I'm just wondering. Okay, chime in if you love fisting.
Yes,
and
actually,
it feels
I would like
good.
to be.
I do want to know, like, what's
It's gonna
up
be
with it.
hard for me to believe you, but
Yeah.
obviously some people of different genders, not just women, like stuff up their butt, like a fist up a butt or a fist up a vagina. Sorry to start like this, especially if your kids are with you. Here's the thing. I'm anti-anal. For me, that's an exit-only situation.
Yeah.
And I also am like germophobia, so I don't want poop near other places. Yeah. And to me, like, do we want to go here? Because I have a hard take.
I just want to say for all the listeners at home, this is an X-rated episode.
Put your
about
kids in the
fisting.
closet.
Yeah.
And lock it.
Just drive away from your children right now. Leave them at home.
Wherever
if you
they
wanna
are,
listen
put
to
the
this.
car seat on the side of the road and listen to the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
They could use a tan.
Nobody. I love that we're like, hi guys, we're sweethearts. I don't want a fist in my asshole.
I feel like that is a sweetheart thing to not want.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't want a little fist at my butt.
Oh my God,
I'm
it's
just
so
a good girl.
Midwestern of me.
Okay. Hard take. If you like anal, I guess here's the thing.
Wait, where is the fist supposed to? It can go up either, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But for me, I've moved on to anal.
Wait, hold on a second. A baby did come out of me. I'm just remembering that.
But that's a baby fist, you know?
Yeah.
She was like this.
She was like a little. And, you know, I was on an epidural. Like, if
But here's the thing, it also ripped you, right?
Yes, but also give me an epidural, then you can fist me.
Yeah.
Okay, those are the rules.
If you're going to fist me, come correct with an epidural.
Yeah. Come with a full doctor giving me an epidural.
Yeah.
And some whatever else they gave me.
Again, I always feel like I have to, you know, when I'm making a statement outside of jokes or stand-up comedy, I feel like I have to preface it with, this is my perspective as a hetero woman. You know, which is if you like anal, you have been
some people
abused.
love it. We get it.
I feel like I have been proven wrong. One of my best friends, and I'm sure she wouldn't care if I said it, but we're just, you know, them, does enjoy anal and has told me within their marriage they do it and like it.
Yeah.
So I understand, and that's somebody's opinion I trust.
Yeah.
She's explaining to me that it feels good. So I'm already negating my own hot take.
Was it my mom?
It was your mom. Okay. I feel like it's a power thing. And when I have shared experiences that were bad with men that were abusive to me, other women have chimed in with, yes, the person who was abusive toward me also was obsessed with anal. So again, there's always going to be exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
My hard take is just that some men who are, for example, very into, obsessed with, or pushing or requesting anal might have controlling or abusive tendencies because within their power as they're doing it, they can hurt you very badly. So if you don't trust the person, but I also can, the conversely, having it with someone you love and trust could be even more intimate and bring you together because you're trusting that person and they are taking great care with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the National Institute, so wow.
Oh.
Guess I am.
Women with a history of
I'm a
childhood
certified
trauma may be at increased risk of engaging in anal intercourse.
Wow. Yeah. So from my own experiences, that's what I gleaned. And it turns out I'm not alone in that. And so, like I said, some of my other friends who have experienced it. And conversely, aforementioned, a friend who does enjoy it with their partner.
Yeah.
But I just feel like what I said stands. So
I'm interested in, I mean, like, obviously a lot of people do anal, you know, gay guys, etc. And they have, like, it is making love. And I've seen gay movies and porn and stuff. And you're just like, it is like, obviously you can work around it or.
Poop.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Yeah, there's prep that goes into it for a reason.
We'll get, maybe we'll get some people, anal loving people.
We'll find one, or we'll call my friend on. Or
yeah.
But I don't even think we need to. The point is, some people like it and some people don't. And if you're smart about it, you're going to have an enjoyable experience because typically, like you're saying, if you are someone who is being entered, you know, or the process of cleaning your bum out, which is eating a certain meal, right? Like a bottom-friendly meal. Because when I was thinking about giving raisins to a kid I babysat. When I changed their diaper, it was fully grapes in there, and it scared the shit out of me.
Wait,
it was for lack of a better term, scared the bejesus out of me.
Oh my God.
Yes, I opened the diaper and I was like, and I was like, oh God, it's the raisins.
Yeah, no
they blew
porn,
up again.
No raisins.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The diaper was, I can see it in my head right now, and it was probably 15 years ago.
I think that I've been convinced to do anal. And
somebody get Sam on the horn. Tell her the good news.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hello, sweetheart. I'm ready. If you kissed my butt, I'm never kissing you again.
This is where I think that we are like our most Midwestern too, that we're both just like, yeah, that's not happening.
But here's my thing. I just give myself and you credit in the sense where I said, I have tried it with someone I did kind of trust and then someone who was abusive. So I've actually had the experiences and tried them with an open mind.
Yeah.
And I probably tried it wrong. Like I've done. The only reason for us to have someone on that like loves it would be to educate someone who's listening and is too embarrassed to try it or try it the proper way or whatever it is. There's so little for me to be embarrassed about at this age and in life, and as a comic who's extremely forthcoming.
Yeah.
Like it's hard for me. I'm not saying I never get embarrassed, I mean, I did go fake skydiving in the mall a couple months ago, but it's like.
But that, I think, is you at your best.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're a hero for going
You
fake
didn't see
skydiving
me in the bald cap. But I'm just sort of like, I think that would be the reason, is if someone's listening, like, oh, I want to try it, but I'm scared.
Yeah, because I'm kind of
sort
interested.
of like, of course, try it, like, and let me help you. Like, there's nothing to be
I'm
ashamed
interested to hear about it because I'm not interested at all. But I like, obviously, many people are. But yeah, the ass eating thing is like the younger, like, generations. I'm like, I wonder where that came from. If it's just like, gentler and.
I see the safety in not getting pregnant if you're a youth and you enjoy it and that feels good. I can't, like, how about this? Growing up, there are, and I'm sure I've been here. It's hard for me to remember that time of some women didn't like being, or girls in their early sexual experiences, adolescents, teens, didn't feel comfortable having a man go down on them.
Yeah,
for many reasons.
Right.
If I had to infer, or if I had to like put myself in their shoes, or go back to maybe that earlier thought I had, it would be like the lizard brain, like. I'm feeling uncomfortable receiving pleasure. I'm supposed to give pleasure. That's my job. Okay. Then there's also the rumors were spread if my pussy's not perfect. If I haven't carved myself out like a pumpkin and waxed it like a, sheared lamb. So it's sort of like those are the options. Right. And so why even risk someone spreading a rumor or not liking it or whatever? Yeah. And then not to mention it's a very sensitive area. Mm-hmm. And then if someone face plants into it like a pie on a game show, it's difficult to give notes because we're supposed to be loving everything you do, and as long as you're having fun, I'm having fun. I'm still holding myself like a little girl that has to pee.
You're like, oh.
When did this stop? Like, could you imagine grown women in line at a bar being like, like holding themselves?
Oh my gosh,
I gotta go pee.
Because we can just go like this now.
Just plug it up.
Yeah.
I also think too, right there, after you've watched or seen enough movies or porn or whatever, and or if there's a nude scene, speaking of, I watched Oppenheimer on the plane and I got to see those boobs. Mm-hmm. It's like whenever you get to see other boobs, you're like, oh, cool. Like everybody is just so different.
Yeah.
And so I think that anatomy-wise and body-wise, like, yeah, sure, maybe her G-spot's probably closer to her butt or whatever. She knows her body. To know your body is a beautiful thing. Yeah. And like I said, I have that. One of my close friends enjoys it. With her partner, her husband. So I know it can happen. I'm too tied up in my germophobia to even try it because and in the times I have tried it, it was just like, there's a tearing aspect of your butthole.
Yeah.
Or the medical term, an anal fissure. Mm. So it's like, why would I want to be doing that?
Yeah.
Like somebody's hard to take for a clip would be like, poop's going to fall out your butt,
It's not just going to fall out. I mean, personally, I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, so I'm pretty farty.
Yeah. And then every time you rip a fart, you're reminded of the anal fissure.
I think it's just going to be a nightmare.
Yes. And it's
for
not
anybody
something
involved.
You need to be doing.
Listen, it's not, yeah.
Also, I've made errors in it, like I said, like, there's prep. You should probably be using a lot of lube, all these things. A cold plunge, absolutely. And then you're going to want to burn the area afterwards.
Yeah, you're obviously.
In the sheets.
For the fellow germaphobes out there, you're going to want to burn your entire asshole.
And you've seen those finger condoms at CVS. Those are for butt play.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Okay. I remember like being with a guy who, when you like somebody, you're like open to what they're into. And I remember he was open to that during oral sex. So I tried a little. I feel terrible even bringing it up because I'm thinking about how much it must have. I don't think he was in great pain, but I remember like, okay, do you want me to like just try my pinky? I'm telling you, no lick, no lube, no nothing. I'm just doing it like, and I probably got to the nail, and of course it's just absolutely filled with poop. And I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And we're fine after that. Like, when you love somebody, you can move past those things. But I would just remember being like, I mean, again, I'm picturing that in my head.
Right.
It was just like, sort of like a flake bar. Remember those from our last episode? Yeah, I just was sort of like, I should have done anything other than what I did.
Yeah.
No lube, no nothing, just a bit of a pinky up a dry bum.
And the pinky's not that strong. So you're like putting your weakest player in.
Yeah. Can you imagine breaking your pinky in your boyfriend's beehole?
Yeah, you got like it's how long are your nails?
Never that long.
Okay, good. She's a field hockey player.
Yeah. It was a lot of poop right at the
I'm gonna
just
say
bubbling
something
under
about
the surface. Go ahead.
Thanks. A lot of people will say when they get they're really afraid for their partner to see them give birth because of poop. And the entire time I was pregnant, I was so afraid. My biggest fear was that Sam was going to see me go poop when I gave birth. Yes. And so many, and it's just so, I mean, the way that I was so fearful about this.
It's almost as if.
Yeah. So we're giving, so we're like in it and it's happening.
The
right?
birth.
The birth is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I can't feel anything. I have the epidural.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, okay, now you're just going to push really hard. Just push like you're going poop or whatever. And then I just see him go like this. And he does this real quick. It was like the quickest transition, gives it to the nurse. I look at Sam and I said, did I just go poop? And she goes, and I was like, are you serious? So my biggest fear immediately happened. And I was like, so she saw me go poop.
You willed the poop into existence.
Yeah. But you're also like, I mean, what I say to people who are afraid of that, I'm just like, it's going to happen. Just like, it will happen. And it's not a big deal because so much shit is happening in that moment. You have a fucking placenta you're birthing out after a child.
Yeah.
Like it's going to happen. And it'll be one of the least gross thing. Oh, completely pregame. And they're so good about like doing it real fast. But I will say I wish I would have told my doctor like, hey, if you're going to have me take a shit, can you tell my wife to look away?
Yeah.
Because that's the whole reason I didn't want her to see me give birth was just because of the poop.
Yeah, just say, doctor, if you know or see that I'm crowning with a poop, not the baby.
Yeah.
Tell my wife to look away.
Your butthole's 2 centimeters.
Yeah. Yeah. If you smell smoke, fire's coming.
Yeah. I yell. So we have like a hallway.
Run!
I basically do. Get out while you can.
Everybody get out of the house.
She's like,
it's coming.
She's rolling under a garage door that's closing. She's like, no.
Cleo's in the middle of eating. Drops it. I'm sorry.
Run!
I was just reminded of, I don't think my sister's going to listen, but who knows? I won't name which, but you'll know.
I'll know.
On the trip to Florida, it was me and Adam and my sister. She was talking in a threesome. And she just farts.
Wait, she just...
I heard it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was like a 6 out of 10, you know. And I go, I'm crying thinking about it. Did you just... She goes, I just I'm just shocked. This is her second time meeting my boyfriend, I guess. But
was it an accident?
I think it's...
Wait, did she say like, oh my God, I'm so sorry? Or was it like when you burp?
She wasn't really embarrassed. It's like when I burped, she was just like, so yeah, we're going to be headed on the beach.
It is really funny because your sister is like the epitome of
she's
like
very
put
proper,
together.
and put together. And not like, you know, it just is so funny. But then Adam kind of, I felt like he handled it beautifully and was just like, okay, cool, we'll see you down there. But now that I in that moment forgot, but Adam is a little hard of hearing.
Oh,
he didn't hear it. And when I talked to him about it, I go, it was hours later. I was like, oh my gosh, did you hear my sister fart earlier? I thought that was so interesting. Because like that's not really something she would do. And he's like, what? And I was like, never mind.
You're like, what's going on in your life? You're just ripping ass in front of a new boyfriend.
He and I don't fart in front of each other unless I'm accidentally waking myself up in the middle of the night with a fart. Hey, who was that?
Yeah, it's a ghost.
My dad always used to say barking spiders. Which is not funny to me.
Your dad's
I don't
creative.
get it.
He's very creative.
Yeah, he's like barking spiders. He also will say, maybe there was a step on a duck reference too, but I'm just like, I don't. Anyway, are you farting? You're farting in front of Sam?
Yeah, so I am, you know, I'm just ripping it all the time. It gets, you know.
The only time it's problematic is when
it.
it's one of the poisonous ones that even hurts you.
Yeah, but
sometimes you don't, and you're like, we have to leave. We have to go. We have to leave.
I always feel like my ex that I like, she's very serious.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting on the couch once and I was like telling her, like, I had this joke that was like about farting or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, I just don't think potty humor is that funny. And we were just getting this argument about like if like farts and poop stuff is funny. And
I
then
think we know where I stand.
And then I said, yeah, but as we're fighting right now, if I or you just ripped a big fart, will we not laugh until we were dead? Like that would be the funniest thing that ever happened. But she didn't even like comedy, so it doesn't matter.
She didn't ever fart in front of you?
No, and I don't really think I farted in front of her either. I was scared.
Especially after she didn't love the joke.
No, or me.
I'm not saying I never have.
I
I definitely have in my lifetime. I just haven't purposefully, like, I don't know. I think in this current relationship I'm in, I like that we don't.
I think it's cool. Sam listened to Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Growing up, and
which is a shock to me.
So she just remembers Howard Stern saying like that him and his wife Beth just never fart in front of each other, and that made it like that like preserves their relationship and somehow that little worm, this is to show you that radio really can affect people.
Yes.
Got in her brain, and she doesn't like, she kind of believes that or whatever.
So you're ripping and she's skipping.
I can't help it because that's just the way my body works.
Yeah.
And they're not all like insane. And some weeks it's nothing, and other weeks it's like, what the fuck? I don't mind it, but like
it depends on the
my
people.
Dad's disgusting and farted in front of us all the time and like was smelly, and like my mom was always ripping it because we are lactose intolerant, and we were all just eating those like gallons of ice cream and government cheese and like all that stuff. And so our house was like, nobody came over to our house.
Yeah, it smelled like fart.
Yeah. But like that being said, if you like think I'm attractive, obviously
I
don't fart.
Farting.
Yeah.
I don't have to fart if you think I'm hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like, my ex accidentally farted for sure.
Yeah.
In front of me, and then because of the way they were, like pretended like they meant to or whatever.
Right.
But it definitely snuck up on him. And I remember laughing a little bit about that. And
it's weird to pretend like you meant to do it. It shouldn't be the other way around.
Yeah, I was like, did you? He was like, yeah, I just figured, why not? Or something. And I was just like, you just accidentally farted.
Listen, after you have a baby, shit slips out easier than it used to.
Yeah, you get a pass on that.
We were at the hotel, we were like paying the bill or whatever and solving just then. Yesterday.
Yeah, 2 days
just
ago.
Yesterday. And I was at the front thing, and I was just talking, and a fart slipped out, and I just had to keep talking to pretend like it didn't happen. But I'm just like, it just, like, the stuff comes out. It's like if you're gonna like make a moment of it or not.
What'd you do?
No,
like,
no,
you
I
just kept talking, right?
I just kept talking. I was
that's what made me laugh so hard about me and my sister and Adam standing there. She's just like, I knew it was an accident, but she was also just like,
Did she look at you like
it's like how I burp on stage.
Yeah.
It was just sort of like, we're gonna head down to the beach. I just farted. And after that, I can't keep it together.
Great.
These are bad takes, but you get it.
Yeah.
I am with the Howard Stern, Beth, Sam camp right now, in the sense where it's just sort of like, it's nice to have a little separation.
Yeah.
I like and it's interesting, right? Because I wasn't really like this before. I guess this is the first time I've wanted to be with someone.
Yeah, I think maybe you are trying to preserve it. You're trying to say maybe
I genuinely, because I feel like I could be with this person forever.
It took me forever to like, I did not fart in front of Sam for so long.
Okay.
And so there's definitely a part of her that she goes, why aren't you like that anymore? It's like, I don't know. Like, maybe it's because you watched me shit.
When I delivered our daughter.
I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Whenever I fart, just think of Cleo's beautiful face.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Maybe not. Yeah. Sorry about that.
You like fart and you're so embarrassed. Like, she's just like, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, I'll kill you if you tell anybody.
They're like, okay, well, you went to jail for that one. You got married because you farted, and you went to jail.
Because you farted. There's all kinds of tools around you at the toilet that you can use to cover a fart. You're in luck if the rolls of toilet paper have paper around them because you can crunch that. The covering of a paper towel.
Yeah, but wait, you're talking about when you're at somebody's place and everyone's like, "Why is she?"
Yeah, and
why is she messing with the toilet cover? Yeah, you can sing. You're like, you can do a lot of things to make people question what you're doing in the bathroom instead of going to the bathroom.
You can just play.
You can spread your
music.
You can spread your cheeks. So you're gonna need a more upbeat song. I actually do play playlists when I go to the bathroom like that, and if it like immediately it'll just be like the slowest song, and I'm just like, no.
My ex used to just blare podcasts every second of every day, and I'm like, be at peace with your thoughts for once. I've never listened to a podcast, including this one. I never will.
You never should.
But I'm like, I don't need you to cover it up. I would rather. I appreciate the honesty. For example, again, we don't need to talk about my ex all the time, but there was a time where, we were like in New York and we had ordered some drinks at a cafe. It doesn't matter in the necessary situation, but we need to get back to the hotel so I could get my bags before the key card stops working because it's a morning coffee. Like, let's go get the coffee, then check out, get the bags. So there is a time crunch.
Yeah, 11.
And he just goes, and we're around the corner in Brooklyn. He goes into the bathroom and then like doesn't come out forever. And I'm waiting and I'm like, oh, well, obviously he probably has to use the bathroom. But then it's like forever. And then I'm like, I get if it hit you and you needed to run or something, but like, look at me. Like, we've been together long enough to like, look at me and be like, it's bad. Go back.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Save
like
yourself.
Anything, any openness about it. I'm just like, come on. If you're experiencing pain or like let me help you, or you need something, or just like, even if it is you need privacy, then say like, hey, can you please get out of the room? It's bad. Like, just say those things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's probably just jerking off.
Probably.
Well, I don't know how men work, but that sounds right.
Yeah. Well, in this case.
Yeah, I deadbolt I'm like, get out. Our door doesn't like work like that, but I say, nobody is allowed to come in this area. I'm going to the restroom.
Caution tape is up.
See, look, I'm a lady. Come on.
Yeah. Poopery actually works quite well.
It does.
All right.
Have you tried it?
I don't think
They were
so.
passing out free trial ones like that or like this that you just carry in your purse.
Oh.
Speaking again of my ex, and I'm so sorry, I'm going to stop after this. I walked into the bathroom after he clearly like took a dump.
Yeah.
And I could smell the poopery, but in the air. And I was like, it goes in the toilet and then it envelops it as it goes in. You don't spray it in the air.
This is great technology. I think we should
I'm not
be
saying
sponsored.
he's so stupid for thinking that, but I'm just like, yeah, I guess I'm being a little harsh, but I'm just sort of like, what?
I wouldn't have known, except maybe I would read the label.
I know. I don't know how else to put it than you put it, it's make a film in
He's
the
like
toilet.
going like this.
Like this.
This is the perfect intro to talking about dumps and poop. If you're still here, thank you for getting through that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, let's perfectly eat some chocolate.
Yeah, speaking of poop,
speaking
thank you,
of
Stella.
poop.
We found these Reese's Dip animal crackers. This
Yeah.
is wild as hell.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen these?
This looks like they packaged it in a way where they know it's not going to work, and they only made 500 of them.
Interesting.
Because it's like there's no like
observation.
there's no fun zoo background or anything.
Yeah, it's also like, are they not going to be all melted in the bottom?
Yeah.
I think possibly.
Because it's supposed to be a box if it's animal crackers, and this is where I have a hard stance.
It says 150 calories per 4-piece serving.
4 pieces?
That's a big serving, don't you think?
Did you know that
I don't know. I don't look at servings ever.
a cake pop is like 200 calories? You're telling me you'd rather have 4 of those or 5 of them?
I think you know this, and it goes without saying, and I hope people know that at home, if you're listening, I'm being honest here. I don't calorie count. I don't look at servings. I'll eat this whole bag and not look back. I'm sure once I get into my 40s, I'm going to have to make some changes because my body will let me know that.
Yeah.
But for now, I don't calorie
For now,
count,
we're
and I
dipping
do
animal
not.
crackers.
Yeah. And I don't look at servings. They mean nothing to me. I also don't weigh
really
myself.
listen. I think you know when you're indulging.
Yeah.
And you know what your body needs.
Yeah.
At certain
I think lately
point.
I've been like, we might need to make some changes on the sugar front.
Yeah.
Just a few. Just dial it back a bit. And it's more just about tiredness, sleep, feeling better.
But I quit sugar for 2 weeks, like a month ago. And I didn't feel any different.
You didn't?
Nope.
I'm shocked.
My skin
broke out?
No. My skin was fine the whole time.
Well, you're blessed on that front.
And I didn't notice anything in my energy because I was like, you know what?
That's
I think I'm going to
shocking.
hop out of bed. No.
I'm shocked by that.
I know.
I did the whole 30 years and years and years ago. And I did lose a bunch of weight. I don't necessarily say I needed to lose weight, but I did. And my face was like, what were those bars called we tried last week? Picnic.
Really? So it made you break out even though you weren't eating any preservatives or anything?
My face was like a picnic bar. It was unbelievable. I have photos of it. In fact, I remember, I feel bad saying this, but I pretty much made my mom cry because this must have been 2017. I just shot my Netflix half hour, the stand-ups. I was starting from scratch because I put that half hour of material into that. I was doing the Dayton Funny Bone, maybe the second but last time I'd ever do it because they totally robbed me. I sent an email that said, I've been robbed to the owner.
Sponsored. I love it.
Yeah,
I've been robbed. Just they open it and you're like, by you.
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
I
love it.
I was like, I'm done. And my grandma, who at the time must have been in her 90s for sure. She lived to 103. And I love the Pottery Boss so much. They were opening and they went long. They must not seen the light and they went really long. And I was really upset because my grandma was there and she's so old.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to just sit there. And afterwards, I was just feeling so much anxiety that I had all this new material and I'm looking down and seeing like my best friend from because I'm from Dayton, my best friend from high school's parents are in the front row. My family's come, people come from college. It was like,
yeah.
Because 2017, that's like 10 years into stand-up for me, I think. Or maybe longer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you wanted to impress them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm starting over. So that's that insecure time of stand-up, of a time in your stand-up
where you don't feel funny.
Life. Yeah.
Or you're just, yeah.
And I went to go take a photo. Sorry, this is a long way to go for a picnic on my face. But the point is, picture with my gram, who I love so much, and my face, it's just like I said, rocky. And my mom, after the show, posted, so proud of Bethy, this or that. And I mean, I was like, take it down now. You know,
Burn
so
Facebook.
upset with my mom. And she cried because I was like, because she never liked when I was self-deprecating in general,
right?
Let alone in my stand-up on stage. She's just like, can't you just be nice to yourself?
No, Mom, that's not how comedy works.
No, have you seen my face? You fucking idiot.
I also just love that, like, the whole 30 did that to you.
I know. These look bad. They look oxidized.
I want a camel.
Okay. I wonder if you can tell what animal it is. I'm going to pass you the bag. My guess here is a cat sitting, but it's probably like this, and it's meant to be. I mean, they aren't even trying here on these shapes.
They don't even tell us what the animals are. These are not real.
This is bizarre. I got this in Rosemary Beach, Florida, which is like a town built by a corporation.
What in the hell is this?
They're all like some version of a bear on a rock. Trying to get all four paws on a tiny rock.
I would love to pitch house animals, house pets crackers.
Kitty crackers.
Yeah.
Kitty and doggy.
You know, or a parakeet, a guinea pig,
a guinea pig
hamster,
cracker.
Snake.
A little snake cracker.
I'll try it.
You want to try one? Yeah, get over here. All right, guys. Thin skin, I would say.
I won't even have the whole one.
Thin chocolate skin. Crackers, crunchy. A bit of a grayish. It's more of like a gray brown for the peanut butter side.
There's a peanut butter.
And then there's a milk chocolate side.
They could have just put graham crackers and put chocolate on it, and it would have been, well, I guess some peanut butter.
Reese's wouldn't have had a hand in it then. I don't know. It's not bad. It's a crunchier crunch than I expected. They've maintained the crunch of the cracker.
Yeah, what's that? It's like kind of, I wish it were the bottom of a Twix bar. That's how I wish the cracker
Certainly
were.
not disgusting. I'm getting the Reese's vibe.
It's not awful, but I don't want it.
Me neither.
I don't want it around me.
This is sort of a 4 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
On the Reese's dipped animal cracker.
I would say that is...
From Florida.
It's like the worst. It looks like a chip bag at a gas station. They didn't even try. These are not real animals.
I think just...
These are blobs.
Yeah, they're blobs. And it goes to show that Mo's obsessed with the cover.
Well, I just feel like if they're not putting anything into getting you to grab them, they won't even tell us like what you're supposed to get this for a child. And like the fun of it is like, ooh,
right.
I want the rhino. And it's like, ooh, I want this chocolate blob. I'm just sick of America. I don't want to be here anymore.
Go off, queen. I feel sorry I said that. We need to cut that out.
Hey, cut Beth out of this episode.
Please cut me out of the entire episode for saying that. I agree with you. I like the Barnum and Bailey's where they're stuck in a cage.
Yes, and it's a box and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's actually
the
crackers
it
better.
Had a
They're
little
more
handle.
cookies.
It was like a purse as a kid.
Yes, it's more cookie too.
Turned into your purse later.
Yeah.
A little animal cracker. Speaking of crackers, me and Mo are from the Midwest. You know that feeling of when we're like, because we're talking about animal crackers and the idea of getting a treat while you're shopping with your mom or sitting in the cart. Yeah. I mean, my mom would lift me up and I get to sit in the cart while all of the groceries piled in around me.
She still does this at Dorothy Lane Markets.
With me?
Yeah.
I don't fit in a cart. I'll knock one of those over. I love that feeling. I miss that feeling. I loved being in the cart, surrounded by all the items. And the one thing I don't like about that is like pointing to things and not knowing how to verbally say what I'm reading.
I'm really impressed that you have a memory that far back where
I am
you were
too.
in the cart. I have no memories before sitting in the cart. So that's how, yeah.
I mean, we both probably have some, if we're diagnosing ourselves, CPTSD, complex
cabbage
post-traumatic
patch
stress disorder. So I have memory loss in different areas for sure. I remember like the hardness sometimes under my butt. After a while, it hurt my tailbone. Mm-hmm. So I put my whoopee down, which was my blanket.
Wow, that's a really early memory.
Yeah, like I remember the joy of being in the basket, being pushed by my mom, like feeling safe. Sometimes I also have bad memories of if because the front section where you put your purse typically or whatever, you know, there's a flap that goes up to keep your purse in or a flap that goes down to put your children's legs through it.
Yeah.
If that was cracked, it's going to
get
your shorts. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Rip, yeah, or your butt skin.
Yeah. There was no I mean, we were feral children. There's no way. I don't even think my mom brought us to a store.
Yeah.
And then my little sister, since she was a baby, would always steal stuff. So it's like you couldn't bring us to a store. We were stealing shit. We were like throwing everything in.
Yeah. Eventually I became a problem for sure. I remember.
Yeah. But you were the youngest, you know?
Yeah.
You're the baby.
What was it? Slim Fast?
Slim Fast is delicious.
Remember the drink?
Hell yeah.
So Slim Fast was a meal replacement drink in
they still
the 90s.
Have it. They still have it.
It still exists, it sounds like. And the commercials back then, similar to everything, you know, you would hear more often.
Oh, yeah.
Because there were like probably less commercials or whatever. And I remember being at a grocery. We might have been on vacation in Michigan with my mom's side of the family because I was acting up and I was with my cousin who was a little close to my age. And I saw these ladies. Remember those sweatsuits that were really popular, like swish, 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 like your gym teacher would wear?
Oh, like
swishy
Adidas?
Gym suits. They had like a crinkle to them and almost a sheen.
Oh, yeah.
Like
and they were
up.
like dark green
They
with
could
gold
be.
here.
Sometimes they had like a chevron color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like mock turtleneck.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I saw these two ladies that were wearing them and I looked at them and I said, give us a week and we'll take off that fat.
From the Slim Fast
commercial. And my mom was like, I don't know if they laughed or not.
Wow.
But my mom we could ask her later, but it's a core memory of mine. Because I was trying to get a laugh.
Did anybody laugh?
Your
sister
feel
had
like
to
I
laugh.
got embarrassed afterwards. I remember being like red or something, like I'm in trouble. But I said, give us a week and we'll take off that fat.
Yeah.
I'm watching Physical, actually, which is now, sorry, my mind has taken me there. Season 3 is out. Rory's in it. Scoville, he's great. It's the Rose Byrne one.
Yeah.
And because we're looking at the Slim Fast commercial now, I'm reminded of a storyline from season 3 that I don't want to spoil for you.
The Slim Fasts were, they were okay if you basically froze them. It was like, it's kind of like cheap beer where it's like, it's
froze
disgusting.
them, but would it freeze?
No. Like it has to be ice cold for it to be tolerable to drink. I feel the same way about LaCroix.
Okay.
And yeah. Lots of opinions.
Don't listen to her on
coming
that.
At you.
LaCroix is beautiful and perfect at any
it's disgusting. And when I was in high school, I would bring Slim Fast, but I would nurse it through the entire day because I thought it was so cool that I had a Slim Fast.
There was something cool about having a can in your hand.
Yeah. I was like, I am into diet culture at 15. Yes. I am cool.
I'm winning.
Yeah. I'm obviously winning. But yeah, by the end of the day, it's just disgusting. It's just like this warm, like chocolatey,
chalk.
Yes, disgusting.
My mom had breakfast bars in the Slim Fast realm, I suppose, that I loved.
Really,
were they
chocolate covered?
Chocolate skin, thin skin covered of chocolate. And I would scrape off it with my teeth, and underneath it was like almost like little, comparable to bird seed, but no big teardrop shaped seeds. And I remember scraping my teeth across it and getting the chocolate off. That was my favorite
lift
part.
Some weights.
And then I would, absolutely get ripped afterwards.
You remember Body for Life?
No.
My mom and I did the Body for Life diet together where you had to like journal. We did it together, and the most disgusting protein bars you've ever, because it was before protein bars were good. And
I think they're still disgusting.
You had to work out like 4 or 5 times a week, like big time workout.
I was scared you were going to say day.
Then you had Sundays, you could eat anything you want. So on Sundays, my mom and I would go nuts. We'd go to brunch down the street and we would just be eating like chocolate sundaes. We would go so crazy, go to Oberweis.
Ice cream. How old were you?
19.
Okay. I mean, around that time, college time is when my grandma was like, paid for me to have a little Weight Watchers membership, and I remember doing that.
I went to one of the meetings with my mom, and I was like feeling extremely uncomfortable. It was too lit for people to be sharing stories.
Like AA vibes or Al-Anon vibes, but more shame somehow.
We don't say anything in front of Cleo. We have so we're totally fine with saying it in front of each other, Sam and I. Mm-hmm. Like I'll be like, I feel fat, or like whatever I want to say. Mm-hmm. And I don't care about it. I just don't want her to hear it.
I think that's smart.
Almost like fighting about finances, where it's like we don't talk about that in front of Cleo. So we have code words, like I forget what they are because we just made them up. But we'd be like,
that's smart.
I'm feeling really milky or whatever. But until she catches on to what that means, but like, we don't say like skinny, fat, chubby.
Good. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
It would be great. I mean, we're already absorbing enough. Even just going through the grocery store, you see stuff on magazine covers. Thankfully, there's more different types of folks now on magazine covers, not just what we grew up on seeing. Mm-hmm. So that's nice. But just to walk through the store or walk through the neighborhood, whatever, billboards, anything, TV commercials, whatever. Yeah. It all makes a difference.
It does make a difference. Like, it's nice to see ugly people up there, too. I'm just kidding.
Like this guy.
Like, this guy on the 1992 Slim Fast commercial.
The Slim Fast commercial. Yeah, that guy. I remember him from the Slim Fast commercials, too. They were like, and guess what? Men can have weight problems, too.
They're like, look, this guy used to play baseball.
And now he's fat.
They're like, now look at him. He looks like he sells you insurance. But look, he has a cooler full of Slim Fast in his office.
He looks like a Halloween horror version of Bill Clinton.
Oh, yeah. He looks like he's on cocaine.
You think that's what did it, not the Slim
Fast?
Fast?
Way too excited. No, that guy looks like he was on cocaine at a funeral.
Well, remember like Fen? There was like diet pills happening too where people were dying.
Man,
from
I'm glad we have safe things like Ozempic now.
Yeah, I think I remember writing things in my journal in junior high and high school, like go tanning, work out. I say I'm grateful because I know how pervasive it is for so many people growing up.
Yeah.
And the truth is, even just hearing you say that, I go, my relationship with food isn't perfect. Like I definitely have my sugar thing. I'm really into sugar and I joke about that. And I have old jokes about it too, where I say like overeating is kind of like a hug from the inside or something like that. I forget my old jokes, but like, so I definitely have taken comfort in eating for sure. No,
You're going to hate food after you have these Reese's animal crackers. You're going to be like, I'm never eating anything ever again. Super disgusting.
Yeah, that's actually our last meal, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're never eating food again after those Reese's animal crackers.
As I've already told, well, the thing is like, we're not only comics, we're not only podcasters, we're not only pushers of Slim Fast, we are also
models,
athletes, and models. And so we both are going to our recreational games right now with all this candy inside of us, and we are going to freaking barf on the field / court.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my God, I could never be a rock cat just for that. Too many farts.
Yeah, you'd be farting on every lift.
I'd be the one to introduce them. Like, ladies and gentlemen, the Rockets.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Mo's gotta play some basketball. I gotta play some field hockey. New Tierra Whack album's out. It's really good. Welcome to Whack World. Put that on.
Just shove the microphone in your boobs.
Oh yeah. Come back next. Sorry, this is precious equipment. Come back next week. Join us next week in 5.
We love you, sweethearts.
We love you, sweethearts.
Sweeties.
Sweet dreams, sweethearts.
Sweet dreams. After we just talked about anal and poop with the whole episode. Sweet dreams. We love you.
You're safe with us.
Listen to our next episode in
5, 4,
action.
3, 2, 1.